Yeah, I'm from this area, which is a great part of North Queensland, which is the Atherton Tablelands. It's part of my traditional area as well, which is the Woodginborough people, which means edge of the forest. The land with our people is where we come from, Mother Earth. This is where my family belongs. Whenever we go away, we still remember to come back. And my tribe is actually the Woodginborough people, and my grandfather's side were the translators for the 5 outer groups from this area. So it's pretty. I do a fair bit of educating with my kids and the schools with cultural awareness of the area. So yeah, it's pretty important, obviously, for the local people that are here that are Indigenous. So with Netball Queensland, I'm a Diamond Spirit Officer with Indigenous role to go to the communities of Aurukun, Mapoon, Napranum and Yarrabah, and hopefully we can extend that a little bit further. And it's just promoting netball in the schools, doing some NetTech Go programs through the schools, and just obviously getting netball out there to the girls that generally don't have any other sports out there for them. And I think it creates a little bit more for them for their activity. With my role, I hope to encourage a lot of the girls to obviously play it, seeing young kids develop through a sport, encouraging those kids to better their education by challenging them in where they can go. But just overall, it's just making sure that we can get our people out there. Being in this job, the best thing that I've ever done was arrive at Mapoon and the kids had a big smile on their face about netball. Their energy and their enthusiasm for wanting to play a game. Even the boys wanting to play a game of netball. And really embrace the fact that netball is a great sport. I first started making didgeridoos with my dad 17 years ago. The best thing about a didge though is that each one is an individual didge. You can't get one didge that looks the same. If you do, well I reckon it's rigged. I've come out here today to create something special, to recognise how far this program has come. A didgeridoo. For each didgeridoo, it has its uniqueness, and for me as a painter and a carver, the didgeridoo tells a story. It's by playing it, but also the artist creates a story on the stick for that didgeridoo as well. And the only way that I do it is by looking at the didgeridoo that I cut. So we've got Far North Queensland Diamond Spirit area, which obviously is Aurukun, Mapoon, Napranum and Yarrabah, also with Cairns State High. So those areas we'll cover that top half. Then we've got South Queensland, obviously with Charleville and a few other areas. So as they're obviously on the edge, and then the Diamond Spirit, the spirit of the Diamond Spirit, is touching those areas and reaching out to those areas. Like we are with netball, we're reaching out to those outer areas so that we can obviously touch the lives that are in those areas, and maybe one of those kids in each area will come out of there going, yes, netball is the game that I want to play, and netball is my pathway to my learning, to where I want to be. We get to invite all the kids from the outer areas to go and do some leadership stuff. We have Sharon Finnan, who is the first Indigenous player for the Diamonds, to come down and do some leadership projects or programs with the girls.
The Diamond Spirit program is really about getting into the communities, educating the local people to be able to deliver the programs themselves, and going in regularly inspires the girls, and they know that there's people out there sort of supporting them.
With this being a Diamond Spirit camp, and the feeling that I got with Diamond Spirit, I created that on a didgeridoo. So with the didgeridoo that I have, I've created what the Diamond Spirit I think means to me, which it reaches out to our community. So when I actually show you the didge, you'll actually see that, but you actually get a chance to also add your fingerprints to that didgeridoo, which will then go into the home. We're going to donate it on Saturday to Netball Queensland and the Firebirds. So it's going to the new home of Netball Queensland. Yeah, you'd like to see it? Cool. Pretty nifty? Yeah, cool. I hope this didgeridoo will represent the didgeridoo will represent the unity of the communities and Netball Queensland, and also represent change and leadership within the kids that do come down. That one day, you know, they can look, if they make it to Brisbane and they make it to the new home of netball, they can actually see what they've created or what they've been a part of in the creating of the Diamond Spirit story. I think the Diamond Spirit didgeridoo will be a great symbol of change. Change of obviously the communities having a female sport in that area, and also a change for Netball Queensland to actually have some of the relics and the traditional tools that obviously used to be used in those areas. So I think, yeah, change is a great word for it. So when I'm out in the centre court playing the didgeridoo, I think what I'll overcome is the sense of pride that I'm playing a beautiful didge that's been created for this event.